frame on this EA setup, you guys know we got in around right over here. And after the creation of this double bottom and this engulfing, we knew that this was just going to play on our favor, just how price was respecting this area, you guys. All right. We had a strong daily engulfing, engulfed every candlestick in this area. You guys can see the market opened around here. We came back to retest Sunday, I believe, and we just took off. Profits were hit yesterday, first TP. You guys can see smash through this zone. All right, managed to stay above this zone right here. All right, strong 4-hour closure. All right, we were just looking at the 4-hour closure. We see that how we were just engulfing this candlestick as well, and just the size of them we were looking very convincing and confident. All right, so price had violated, broke above, closed above. You guys can see we're only a few pips shy of our second target. You guys, I believe we're 170 pips in profit. So about 30 pips away. I think it's about a 280 pip, it's saying 280 pip move on TradingView, but I believe it's going to be 200 pips on MetaTrader. All right, you guys. So this was a great trade. All right, we took it to 30th. It took a lot of time for it to play out. All right, it took some time for it to get to this area. You guys knew we were looking for buying opportunities if we maintain above this zone, but we actually broke, retested, dropped down. You guys can see the slowdown, how everyone was taking how sellers were taking their foot off the gas. All right, and then we had that reversal. All right, you guys. So this is um, Euro AUD. All right, the reason we have 1.63 as opposed to 1.64, which will be our next zone. All right, just because we were in this consolidation. All right, before we can get to the next area, we have to violate this area. All right, so this is EA. All right, holding on. Let's see if we end up getting the last 30 pips. All right, uh, fulfilled rather than having price pullback. All right, so this is EA. Let's go ahead and see how that plays out. But EN, you guys, this was a juicy trade as well. You guys know we knew where the trend was. We knew where we knew what we were supposed to be doing. All right, we knew we were supposed to be looking for long-term selling opportunities, you guys. But we knew since we're at the bottom of this trend, all right, we can look for a short-term buying opportunity. All right, we had the consolidation of this area. All right, break, retest. We got it off this pin bar rejection. All right, you guys can see, ended up tap in RTP, you guys. Great trade. You guys can see, missed it here yesterday. All right, we didn't close early. We weren't scared. All right, we didn't let anything, our emotions affect us. All right, we just held on. All right, we said if it breaks here, all right, we can look to close. But before this rejection, or after this rejection, I'm sorry, this pin bar rejection, we moved our stop loss to break even. So if it came all the way down, it would have been a risk-free trade. All right, but I'm really loving this setup, you guys. Really loving this setup. I have a bounce or break situation. So this is one of the pairs that we're going to be eyeing down for the next opportunity. All right, just need to get a reversal formation before we execute. All right, so we have a break or bounce, favoring the bounce. All right, you guys. So let's see how this next 4-hour closure ends up. Hopefully, get some rejection. Whatever it may be, we just have to read the size of it and compare it to other candlesticks to see if we have potential reversal formation. All right, you guys. So everything is in line. All right, everything's in line. The trend, I'm sorry, the top down, key levels, our trends, channels, support, resistance. Last, we need that candlestick reversal formation. All right, you guys know that's made up of two groups. On the daily time frame, we end up getting that pin bar rejection. And usually when you see these rejection candlesticks on a higher time frame, you're able to see formations on a lower time frame. All right, guys. So let's see if we create a some sort of formation to entice us to get in. All right, guys. You guys know we got the rejection here, the rejection here, the rejection here. So if we again maintain below this zone, look to sell. All right, guys. Other than that, let's go ahead and see. We called EA, EN. We also called EU. Let's go ahead and see EU. All right, again, we're just retesting. All right, we're back to our entry. All right, so going on to the daily, we did have a strong daily closure. Looks like we are retesting previous daily closes right over here. All right, so if we maintain above this zone, you guys definitely see 1.27 fulfilled. All right, guys. Moving on to USD CAD. All right, let's see, we snapped down. All right, looks like we are testing. All right, so let's see how we look on the 4-hour. Right. It looks like we managed to break below. We rejected, and now we ended up snapping back above. Let's see if we end up holding above this zone, all right, or if we end up coming right back down and closing. All right, so we'll check back at 9 o'clock as well. All right, so that's USD CAD. Other than that, we were looking for an AUD buy yesterday. All right. We were looking for an AUD buy, but we did not take it, you guys. The reason we did not take it because there was no signal to get in. All right, you guys, going on the daily time frame, we see we had a doji, all right, signifying indecision. All right, buyers and sellers weren't sure really what to do. All right, but again, we were looking for some candlestick to entice us to get in. All right, going down to the 4 hour. Yes, we had the double bottom formation. You guys can see the slowdown. All right, but yet again, just looking at the last candlesticks, we never got anything to entice us to get in. Yes, we did have this engulfing. All right, you guys came back. You guys can see we ended up almost engulfing 50% of it. All right, and the next candlestick closure ended up breaking new lows. Ended up breaking here, you guys. You guys can see it ended up breaking below. All right, we came back above, but ended up snapping right back down to below. All right, so there was no signal to enter. All right, there was no signal to enter a pin bar, inside bar, morning star formations, things, something like that. But you guys can see we ended up violating and just breaking right back through the support zone. All right, so if we maintain below this zone, you guys know, look for selling positions. All right, right now I do see it looks like it's setting up for a potential head and shoulders formation. Let me get my drawing tool, should be right over here. All right, you guys see a potential left head, and if it comes back to retest, I'll say that right shoulder. Target would be here. This will also be a target. This can also be a potential target. All right, but you guys know, playing our key levels. If I measure from the bottom to the top of this zone right here, you guys can see how this 50 matches up beautifully with that key level we marked up right here. Okay. All right, yes. So I'm seeing the potential head and shoulders formation. All right, you guys can see we violated the trend line. If we get this potential pullback, let's go ahead and measure Fibonacci. All right, from this swing to this swing, I see it is at around the 38. Let me go ahead and move it down just a little bit. Let's see from this swing, the most recent impulse. All right, so let's see. It's around that 61.51 area. All right, so this is something something that has my attention. All right, you guys, definitely will see if we manage to hold below the zone. All right, you guys. Again, we never took the trade because there was never a signal, a candlestick, individual candlestick to get us in. All right, you guys, you know the strategy. We have 1 to 4 to help find the analysis, the setup, whatever it may be, or something that entices us to get in. But the last phase of it, the support and resistance and the candlestick reversal formation, that is strictly to getting into the trade, you guys. All right, we had everything lined up except that last thing for our checklist, and we never got in. You guys can see, and it just ended up just breaking right through. All right. Go ahead and see the weekly just for a sec. So let's see what happens. All right, I think that 50 zone was right on that 4 hour around the 6-8. 6-8, that you guys know that's been our key level and our target for a lot of selling up positions on EA. So right around here. All right. So other than that, let's go ahead and move on to we did USD CAD, I believe gold. We were looking for a retest at this zone. You guys can see we ended up tapping that area and just rejecting. All right, 4 hour, we came down, wick through. All right, you guys can see, and we just engulfed right after. All right, almost the whole candlestick. All right, scaling down to the 1 hour, I see we are creating a inverted head and shoulders formation. All right, you guys can see. Got the left, the head, and the right. You guys know entry is king, so we want to be entering in the best place possible. All right, you guys. If we want to enter, where can we look to enter? All right, we can wait for either price to come back and tap this zone right here. Okay, or we can just wait for price to come back down one more time. Let's see if we can create a double bottom formation. If we come back up, or if we come back down to this zone, come back up, or if we just break through this zone, retest. All right, you guys. So this is gold. All right, this is what I'm seeing on gold. All right, we want to be entering in the best position possible. If we wanted to enter now, all right, let me just show you guys how much we would be exposing our risk. And if we wanted to enter now, we have to first assess to see if it makes sense to get in. All right, if I want to get in, if I want to get in now, you guys can see about 60 pips will just cover me right underneath this zone. All right, for about 90 pips to the top of this zone. Okay, so that doesn't really make sense. So 1.3, that doesn't really entice me, you guys. So what I'm going to do, all right, I have the option of waiting for a better entry. All right, now look what happens when I wait for a better entry. I can decrease my risk. All right, and I can increase my potential profits. All right, look at that risk to reward. All right, so what's nice about waiting is you get a better opportunity, a better risk to reward. All right, a better entry. And last, you are building your patience and your discipline by waiting. All right, guys, so this is what I see for gold. All right, other than that, I do see we are testing support to resistance, and we are creating a potential double top around this area, you guys. So let's see what happens. All right, last, I believe we went over AU, EA, EN, EU, UCAD, gold, and UJ's the last one I want to go over with you guys. All right, so looking on the daily, this actually caught my attention yesterday when we were going over the charts. All right, we can see that managed. Let's actually go start on the weekly. All right, we can see the strong weekly close. All right, just look at the size of this weekly candlestick right after this indecision, and then you guys can see almost that doji formation just by seeing that long wick, small body. All right, strong selling pressure manages to break us through this 108,500. Okay, so you can see if price, you guys, if price maintains below this zone, we can look for selling opportunities. All right, by scaling down to the daily, you can see looks like again that breakthrough. I don't like the size of this candlestick though. How we just snapped right back. Okay, but again, if we do manage to stay below the zone, it'll be a nice selling opportunity. So let's go ahead and go down to um, the 4-hour time frame. All right, you guys can see right now. I do see. All right, we came down. All right, nice and relaxed. All right, came right back up. All right, just looking at the size, we did catch some momentum, but then we started to slow down it here. All right, wick rejection. All right, but look how we closed above this zone, or at least above the, I'm sorry, the above the close of this zone. All right, pin bar rejection. All right, you guys can see, but this way we had the pin bar rejection on the other side. All right, just read where the wicks are pointing. All right, so I still don't see anything yet to entice us to get in. All right, so I would like to see again some clear trigger to enter. All right, guys. So that is USD JPY. But just to review everything, EA. Let's see if we get to our target two. All right, you guys. I believe it's right now came down 160 pips. I believe it was 170 pips a second ago. All right. EN targets fulfilled. Looking for a break or bounce though, break or bounce situation. All right, to see for a potential sell. All right. I believe EU just hold. Honestly, just hold. UCAD we're holding. UJ would like to see a break or bounce. So I'm going to go ahead and check back around 9 o'clock or 8, 8 a.m. or 8 a.m. Eastern for like 5 minutes to see how the closure is, to see how New York opens. And then again, 9 p.m. for that 4-hour closure. I'll get off the charts around 11 p.m. I'll take a glimpse, 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, and I won't come back until 1 p.m. Eastern. That's that next 4-hour closure. And I'll check again, slight glimpse at our 6 o'clock call. You guys know we'll do an analysis on that. Check again at Asian around 9 p.m. Eastern for me, that last 4-hour closure. And I'll usually call it a night after around 10, 11. And keep in mind, I'm not staring at the charts, you guys. I'm just taking a quick glimpse. I'm seeing how the last closure was, and that's it. All right, you guys. And last gold. All right, you guys know where we can get in. All right, let's see. All right, other than that, AU. All right, you guys. Let's see if we get a potential sell now since it violated. All right. EN potential sell if it stays below. Apologies about that. Potential sell. All right. So AU potential sell, EN breaker bounce looking for a potential sell. All right. UCAD holding, EU holding, UJ. Let's see if we get some candlestick confirmation to get us in. I think we are testing the 6150, right around that 61, you guys. So love to see some candlestick to get us in, because it honestly just looks like it's on this 1-hour time frame. Head and shoulders formation. If it breaks this, break retest, you can see something like that. All right, so that's why we need to see a candlestick reversal formation, especially on the 4-hour. All right, just to confirm. Other than that, last again, gold. You guys know how we're looking to play this. All right, so again, we have our scenarios played out. All right, so now we just have to be patient to see what happens. All right, guys. So other than that, don't see anything else. AU, we have to wait for retest. EN, we still have to wait for either a 4-hour closure, daily closure. All right, and UCAD, just letting it play out. Gold. All right, we want to get in at the best possible position. So let's just wait and see what happens. All right, you guys. Other than that, all right, we're just being patient, checking back again on those market closures, 1 hour, 4-hour, and just seeing what the candlesticks are telling us. Just reading the size, comparing them to other candlesticks, and trying to gain insight on where the market wants to go, you guys. All right. Other than that, we will send any setups, markups, recaps if anything transpires. All right. If you guys have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. All right. And I hope everyone has an amazing day. Much love, peace, and abundance. We'll send this recording as soon as it's finished. I hope everyone dominates their day. All right, you guys.